Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It is Wednesday from this snowy winter wonderland that I'm living in right now. Excuse me. It's very snowy and overcast and just, yeah, it's winter. It's winter for sure. How are you doing? I hope you're having fun with your Stampin' Up! Products. I am having a blast this week playing with Decorative Trees Bundle, and I think you're going to like today's card. This one is sparkly and glitzy, and I think you can do a lot with this bundle. So much, actually. I think you're going to want to keep it forever and ever in your collection. So this bundle is from the mini catalog, right? The September to December 2024 mini catalog, and it sold out a while ago, and then I kept watching and it restocked. Thank heavens it came back. Hello, Cindy. Hi, Rebecca. Somewhat cloudy in Nova Scotia. That's awesome. I guess you don't have any of the white stuff yet. Hello, Annika from the Netherlands. Thank you for joining us again today. So lovely to see everyone. Hi, Krista. Hello, Cindy from Indiana. Hi, Jean. Hello, hello. Hi, Joan. Good morning to you. Oh my goodness. Hello, Leanne. Hi, Deborah. Wow, it's so lovely to see everyone. Hi, Alexina. And Deborah's here from Spokane, Washington. All right. Lois is here from cold but snowy Colorado. Yes, you guys can get the cold weather too, right? I know. All righty, let's flip the camera and make this beautiful card. I'm going to share some tips with you how to get these really detailed dies to stick to your project, because sometimes that might be what holds you back, right? You're like, oh, it's so detailed, but let me share some tips with you how you can get it to stick and make it super easy on yourself. All righty, so let's go ahead. I've got my coffee here and need all the hot beverages today. I'm going to put this down so I don't spill it. I thank you for all the comments yesterday. I was laughing at your comments about my white sweater. Was that yesterday or was that Monday? Oh my gosh, I don't even know. Anyway, my white sweater, I'm happy to say, made it through the stamping session and did not get harmed. It is a big risk wearing a white sweater when you're stamping, right? All right. Thanks for all your comments. You guys made me laugh. All right. Unfortunately, we don't have snow, but we do have a lot of rain. Yes. You know what? My dad's in Newfoundland, and when I was talking to him, they've been getting a lot of rain too there. So I don't know. Rain, snow. I think moisture is good, but I don't know. We can't do anything about it, so let's just stamp. Hi, Lorraine from St. John. Hello, Roberta from California. Hello, Laurel from Manitoba. Oh, is it stormy there? Oh my goodness. Maybe you're getting our storm. Maybe it has moved east. Good morning, Terry. Hello, hello. Hi, Darlene from Nova Scotia. Thanks for being here with me. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, and Anne-Marie Gregory says, wind blown and rain soaked Cowichan Bay. My goodness. There's a lot of weather systems happening around. I know. I'm thinking about all the people out around Vancouver and Vancouver Island and that big storm that went through there. Oh my goodness. If you're living in that area, I hope you were spared. Yeah, it's just crazy. Crazy, crazy stuff. All right, let's go ahead and flip the camera and let's make a fun card. All right, just moving my stuff out of the way here. Here we go. We're going to flip, and there's my snowy backyard. I don't know. Maybe I should go make a snowman. Maybe that's what I should do. Or not. I miss when the kids were little and we would make snowmen. Maybe I can convince my daughter to get dressed up in her snow pants and go make a snowman with me. Let's see. I don't know. Any of you have 19-year-old daughters? You probably know what that's like, right? Maybe not. Maybe it's not going to happen. Okay, so we're playing with Decorative Trees. It is a beautiful photopolymer stamp set. Like, this is the stamp set. And then we have a whopping set of 17 amazing dies. So I'm going to share some tips with you about these dies. There's 2 down here that I'm going to be using today. And let's get started. Okay, so move that off to the side, and we're going to make a card on a crumb cake card base today. So 8.5 by 5.5, scored in the middle at 4 1/4. And we'll reinforce that score line. Let's see if I can give you a better view of my work surface here. Let's see if I can tilt a little bit and maybe, hopefully that's better. All right. So our card base is going to be crumb cake, and I want to bring in some paper that I bought and I have not even played with very much, you guys. This one here is from the Mini Catalogue. Check it out. It has gold accents. Can you see that beautiful gold foil? This is called, let me grab my sheet here. It is called Regal Distressed Patterns, and it is beautiful. We have basic beige, cherry cobbler, and pretty peacock featured, plus the gold foil, right? So beautiful, beautiful stuff. We're going to use that today. And I think this card could be made with any of the patterns, but we're going to choose the cherry cobbler today. All right, so Barbara says it was a beautiful sweater. Thank you, Barbara. I'm so happy that it stayed that way. Didn't get ink on it. Marie says she can't wait to walk in the snow. You like the snow. I know, my friend. You were telling me that when you were visiting. I mean, I'm not against the snow. I just don't like driving in it. That gives me anxiety. I don't like that. But, you know, growing up, we always played in the snow. You know, all of it. Tobogganing, snowshoeing, skidooing. I'm no stranger to those things. I do like doing those things, but I just have to be bundled up really, really warm. Okay, let's talk about this piece of paper. It's so pretty with that gold accent. 4 by 5 1/4, going to go on the front of my card as my card base. So we'll get that anchored down. Now this is a single-sided, these sheets are single-sided, the Regal Distress. So you got one beautiful side. You don't have to worry about the other side because you're going to be using that side for your glue. Okay, so there we go. We're going to put that layer down. Boom, like that. Okay, so now I want to bring in you've seen me talk about these dies for months and months now. These are the Greetings of the Season dies. I've used them. I think I pull these out at least 3 times a week. I love, love, love these dies. They're so useful. And they're paired with the Greetings of the Season photopolymer stamp set. That's the code right up here, 164113. You save 10% and you get all of these greetings. You can make all your Christmas cards, and you can also make tags because there's a to and a from in here as well. Like super, super nice. I'm going to be using this one to make my Christmas tags this year. And these can all be used as tags, and they naturally have Stampin' Up! Has made them with a hole, so you don't have to worry. Like once you cut it, you're going to have the little holes already punched in them and ready to go. So I've cut this one right here out of crumb cake, and we're going to use that as like the focal point of the card. And I'm going to bring in some tone on tone. So I have crumb cake ink pad, and I'm going to grab from the stamp set the stamp that says, let me show you which one I'm pulling in. This one right here, Oh Christmas Tree. All right, so we're going to play with that, and I'm going to do some random stamping along this piece of crumb cake. And I think I'm going to tilt it. I'm going to stamp on a diagonal like this. So Oh Christmas Tree. And then I'm just going to keep going across the tag. And I bet you can't make a card without singing that in your head, the Oh Christmas Tree song. But I will spare you. You didn't come here to hear me sing. That is not a talent that I can brag about, that's for sure. So we can just put on our Christmas music in our craft rooms and make an Oh Christmas Tree card like this. I'm just covering the tag, and maybe another one down here. And there's a little bit of space up here. Let's do that. There we have it. Look at that. Isn't that fun? You can do some random background stamping. Now, this stamp set is especially amazing for doing stuff like that because you have the squiggle. I think I used that yesterday. You also have this one here, which kind of looks like grass, or you know what? It could even be tire tracks. If anybody needs a tire track stamp, there's your tire track right there, right? Just thought about that. Any of these could be used for backgrounds. So I'm using the Oh Christmas Tree. Okay, so we'll put that off to the side. Now we need a Christmas tree. So what we're going to use is we need our background piece and we need our detailed piece. And I'm going to grab, let's see, what do I need here? I think I'm going to do my background with Granny Apple Green, but first let me get that crumb cake ink off of my glass mat here. So I need to cut this one out of Granny Apple Green, and then I'm going to do some detailed die cutting for this one right here. All right, so let me grab a scrap piece of Granny Apple Green, and let's see. Ooh. I gotta bring this over. I have to bring this over and show you. My scrap bin is full of tiny pieces. Let's see, I don't even think I have one. I might have to cut into a bigger piece to get the tree. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. That's okay. How do you keep your scraps? This is how I keep mine, in a folder. And when I need a piece of that color, I just go to my folder and pull it out. So this is a happy thing. I'm happy I don't have any big pieces because I don't want to cut pieces that I don't need to, right? So let's just grab, I have this piece here. We're going to grab my scissors and trim like that. All right. Let's cut that out of Granny Apple Green. And then for the star of the show is the details. All about the details, right? So we're going to put that onto my platform over here. Now this one I want to share with you in case you haven't seen my videos, and I want to share with you a tip. When you have a very detailed die like this one, I'm holding it close so you can see, and then I dropped it. This here is like really fine lines, right? So I wouldn't recommend stamping or cutting that out and then trying to get liquid glue on those skinny little lines. I mean, we have products to help you with that. So what I have is I'm going to bring in some sparkle, and I'm going to bring in this package right here. This is our green, let's see, Granny Apple Green, Garden Green, and Real Red. And it comes in 12 by 12 pieces. And I'm going to use the Real Red for my decorative part. Now you could use the Garden Green on top of the Granny Apple Green if you wanted to, but I'm just going to bring in the nice red color. And we're going to do that. And what we're going to do is we're going to use our adhesive sheets. So here's an adhesive sheet. Now, if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, adhesive sheets are sold in a package like this, and they are 6 by 12, and you get 12 sheets, and they will last you a very, very long time. So when you get them, they look like this, and you can pull back. So let me pull out a brand new one and show you what it looks like. I keep all of my little scraps because this is valuable, guys. This is a piece of it. This is all adhesive, the entire sheet. And it's perforated in these 3 into 3s here, into thirds, okay? So you have strips like this. You see how I'm pulling that off? And then underneath, right there, that shiny stuff on the bottom, that is pure adhesive, okay? So you're gonna be able to make your own stickers. And this is a game changer when you're dealing with detailed dies. So I have a scrap piece here. I like to keep the little flaps because they help me to be able to expose that adhesive. So if I pull this back and then I can expose the glue, what I like to do is bring in my scrap. So if I want to do a piece just big enough for my tree, I'm just going to make that the same size as the tree, like this. Okay, so there's my exposed glue adhesive. I'm going to take my glitter paper and put that right on top of that adhesive. Okay, so then press that down, and you can even use the wax paper to cover and press like that. And then this part here now, this becomes the sticker, okay? The sticker that we're making. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim this like this. Trim away the stuff I don't need, like that. And then we're just going to trim like this. There. Okay, so I still have this flap, but that's okay. I'm happy with that because I want to keep that on there. So let's just come in here and trim this like so. There. All right, so now this is going to be a red glimmer sticker of whatever die I choose to use. Okay, so then when we still got our glimmer paper here, this is regular with no sticky on the back. So now I can go ahead and bring in this detailed tree, lay it on top of my red glimmer, and run it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And this is going to save me a whole lot of headache because it's going to be able to stick down really, really easily. Okay, let's bring in my machine now. I hope that helps. If you have any questions about our adhesive sheets or anything else you see me talk about here, please let me know. Yes, so many things you can do with that DSP. I agree, Marie. So much you can do. Okay, I'm bringing in my big kahuna, my big guy, my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I've got my outline tree here, and I've got granny apple green. And then I've got this one with the glimmer paper. So make sure you're putting the blades down onto the glimmer paper because we're cutting right into that glimmer. I'm actually flipping it upside down so that the blades are pointing up. And then I'm going to put my top cover plate on. And here we go. I didn't tape anything down with Post-it tape, so I'm just kind of like living on the edge here. I'm praying that nothing moves. Here we go. Okay. Make sure we're gonna just flat. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're gonna roll through, and I'm gonna go forward and I'm gonna go backwards. So that's giving it 2 presses with those not the blades, but the rollers are right in this part of the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So here we go. Now. All right, so let's see what we got. We got our outline for the tree, and like you could keep this, and like you still got a lot of real estate here. Like for example, with these dies, you get a lot of small ones, right? So maybe your next project, you might want to use these bows or those ornaments or the garland, all kinds of different things, right? And this is ready to go with the sticker sheet. So I'm not throwing that out. I'm going to put that into my little Ziploc bag. I actually keep a little bag in here that is already loaded up. You can see I've got one here with bubble bath and some early espresso. They're ready to go when I want to use them for a little piece, right? And they're already stickers. So don't waste your adhesive sheets. Make good use of them. Okay, let's get back to the project. Putting my dies back. So let's see, we'll put this one here, and then my little guy, we're going to use my take your pick tool and give it a little poke here at the top, and then we're going to pull that off like that. Now a few of the pieces of glimmer are stuck in the die, but I'm just going to use my take your pick tool and just like pop them out, no problem. And there we go. That one wants to stick. Okay, so there's my little die. Putting him back, and then we're going to put this tree together. So we've got our granny apple green tree, and then we've got this one with the pieces, so you can just pull out the little pieces on the inside. I would recommend doing that, poking these out before you expose that adhesive on the back, because it might get messy if you expose the adhesive and then you got to deal with all these little pieces. So just pop them out if they didn't already pop out. And you don't even need to use the take your pick tool. You can pull it off with your fingers. It's totally up to you. But the glimmer paper, you just have to be a little bit patient with it. But I'm just grateful that I didn't have to put liquid glue on these skinny little bits. So I love, love, love adhesive sheets. Something that I keep forgetting to add to my order because I think these kind of dies, you definitely need to use adhesive sheets. Okay, so now at the back, here I am. I'm pulling that backing off, and now it's exposing that adhesive and making this completely sticky. And then we're going to put this onto the granny apple green. So there's a couple of ways you can do it. Let's try this way. I'm going to lay that down onto my glass mat, and I'm going to take the granny apple green and I'm going to lay it on top. Maybe that's an easier way. I don't know. We'll try it. Okay, so I'm going to lay that onto the glue like that. Press, press, press. Flip it over, and as you can see, oh, it's small, but that's the nature of this tree. It's supposed to be small. So we're just going to take our snips and just give it a snip across like this. Super easy. Okay, so there's our tree. Look at the glitz and glam on that tree. I just love it. All right, so there's our tree. The dies also have this one right here. This little die has a square, like a square and a rectangle. Those are the trunks of your tree, okay? So I've already gone ahead and cut that out with pecan pie just to save some time. I've got that on my silicone mat. I've also cut out one of the gold foil stars. Get all the pieces in this set to make all kinds of different trees. So I'm going to use the rectangle trunk, or the square, sorry, the square. And I just put a little bit of Tombow glue on there. So I'm going to take my tree and I'm just going to like lay it on top of that adhesive like that. Pick that up. And then I can go ahead. I already put the glue on the top of the tree, so then I can go ahead and put that star right there. And there's my beautiful star of the show, the tree. Oh, Christmas tree. Okay, let's bring back the tag. He's going to sit right there. So let's flip it over and we'll add some dimensionals to the back. So let's see how many. 3. I'm going to do 3 dimensionals. Nope, I lied. I'm going to do 4. We're going to make sure this tree is popped up real good. Okay, so we're going to peel off the backing of the tree. And then we're going to put that on here. I love it so far. All right, so I'll just hold on to that little trunk for my next project. So this one, it has a hole at the top, so we need to add something. So what I've done is I've cut a 4-inch piece of our trim. So our gold and silver 1/8 inch trim combo pack, that's a mouthful. You get both gold and you get silver. So perfect for Christmas, perfect for any time of year if you want a little bit of gold glamour. So I've got a 4-inch piece. I'm just doubling it up. So now it's like 2 inches. And then I'm going to take those 2 pieces and they're going to come through the back of the tag together. Okay, so pull them together until you get a little loop back here, and then take that loop and reach over the top of the tag and pull the 2 ends. Be very gentle when you're pulling because you don't want to rip your cardstock. Okay, so there's our little tag. I mean, this would make a beautiful Christmas tag for a present, right? But we're putting this on the focal point of our card today. Alrighty, so now I think I'm just going to put mine onto my card front with liquid glue because I've already popped up the tree. I don't want to make it extra thick. You know, so we're going to go ahead and add some glue to the back. This would also make a great feature piece for your scrapbook albums, right? You can imagine doing 3 or 4 of these panels, just the card front, and using them as decorations on your scrapbook pages. I love, love, love to do that. Okay, so there's the front. Now for the inside, when you're cutting your designer series paper to be 4 by 5 1/4, you're going to have some pieces left over, right? Because that 5 1/4 piece, and I thought I had a little strip left here, but it has taken a walk. It was here on my desk, I promise you. That's okay. We'll cut some more because I do need to make some more. Okay, let's grab the paper. Come on. It fell on the floor. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, this gives me an opportunity to show you how I cut this paper. Okay, so we're going to grab a trimmer and we're going to get that little strip. Because, you know, once I cut this, then that strip that oh, there it is. See? There it is. That's the strip I was looking for. So when you cut your paper, you're going to get 6 card fronts, right? You go 4, 8, like, so you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can cut your paper at 5 1/4 and then chop it. So when you do that, you're going to have this piece of 3/4 inch DSP left over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that strip. I'm going to trim it to be 2 3/4. That is the width of my inside piece. Now I might as well, while I've got the paper trimmer and the piece here, I might as well cut them all. You know, that just makes sense. 2 3/4. So you're going to get 4 of these out of your, am I going to get 4? No, I didn't get 4. 2 3/4. Why did I only get 3? Oh my gosh. That mustn't, it could not have been 12 inches. Okay. Math. It's too early in the morning here for math. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so this little piece here is going to go at the bottom of my piece. See that? I've got 2 more left over. Okay, so we're going to bring in our coordinating colors now. and do the inside of this card. So for my inside, I'm going to stamp, may your days be merry. I love that. I love that green. So may your days be merry. That's a song too, right? Everything's a song at Christmas time. Okay, so may your days be merry. Let's stamp that straight across like that. And then to pull in the colors of the card, I'm going to grab my Cherry Cobbler ink pad. And there's some other little decorative stamps. There's these stars that you can use for other projects, not just Christmas, right? You can use stars for your birthday projects. You can always use a star stamp. So let's do a star cluster down there, and we'll turn the stamp and do a cluster up here. And there we have it. We're pulling all those colors in. Let's close these ink pads. Let's close them up. They're like a compact. You just pull and snap it shut. All right. So now let's add that DSP to the bottom. Do you guys do this? Do you add DSP to the inside of your card? It's also really fun to add DSP to the envelope flap, the flap of your envelope. Fun, fun stuff, right? Make everything coordinate. All right, so now let's get our glue on this layer and put that inside the card. And you see how very little glue I'm using? It's almost dotted, like the little lines are dotted. That is definitely key when you're stamping with or putting glue on basic white. You don't want to use too big of a line of glue, thick glue, because when it dries, it ripples and you won't like that look, I promise you. So there we have it. We have Chrome Cake featuring gold, lots of gold glitz. We've got the red. Even though I used Cherry Cobbler, I still think the red looks really sharp. But with that glimmer paper, you're going to be able to, you're going to have Granny Apple Green and Garden Green. You can do lots of different combinations of really glitzy trees. And with this bundle, oh my goodness, you get so many different detailed options. How do you ever choose, right? You have big trees and small trees and all the combinations. So I hope you like this card. I had fun making this one. You can see that sparkle from that glimmer paper. So pretty. All right. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. Let me flip you around. Thank you guys for being here with me today. I appreciate it so much. It sure helps my morning. You warm my heart while I'm sitting here looking out at the snow. I hope you have a fantastic day. And I will see you tomorrow for my Thursday card, my fourth card, using the Decorative Trees Bundle. I had to look for a second. All right, take it easy, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.